Welcome, welcome everyone. We're gonna
Hi,
open
everyone.
this. I am here with Laurie Wheeler. We're gonna open this sacred portal in this here and now, in this eternal moment. We're gonna inhale, exhale, connecting with our hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have some messages coming. Hola, 𝗟𝗶. Saludos, Emy, a todos. Thank you, 𝗟𝗶. Thank you for being here. And well, my name is Emy Shanti, and I have dedicated my life to studying and exploring the ancient wisdom of various ancient civilizations, including the profound teachings of the Mayans, the Incas, and obviously the Egyptians. And something that I am fascinated with the Egypt mystery schools, that we're gonna talk about that a little more, because the Lion Gate come from there. And today I have the honor of introducing Laurie Wheeler. She's a renowned psychic healer, channeler. And if there's something else you wanna say about you, Laurie, but
Yeah, I
we're
work in DNA and activate dormant DNA. So I work with quantum photonic codes of light to do that, and have been for a while. I also work with a quantum biologist in research science. Yeah, so it's all energy.
yes. And with Laurie, we are organizing this amazing journey to Egypt to explore more these ancient cultures. And this is coming, this is in November 8th to the 21st. And we're gonna be there during the portal, the 1111 portal. And there we will explore the timeless teachings that Egypt has left in form of codes and symbols, that they are within the energy of Egypt and the sacred temples, the pyramids. And Laurie can read these codes, can channel these codes. And these codes has a profound wisdom and insight for this new beginning, this new era, this new earth of light that we are co-creating with all the souls that are embracing this higher consciousness.
Yes, it's a very special time right now that we're in, and there's this window, which is a portal of time. It began, my understanding is from July 28th to August 12th. Some people it's a little bit different, but the culmination is on August 8th when the sun is in Leo and the star Sirius moves closer to the earth and aligns with Orion's belt. And this is it's a very important time that we're feeling this energy right now. It is probably one of the most important times this year, actually. Um,
Yeah.
Sirius rises, its energy, it's an opportunity. It's forcing this opportunity for so much dramatic new beginnings, where we know we're in a time of new beginnings, but this portal specifically brings this about. This is your time to really co-create. And it's actually known, I don't know if many people know this is considered the Galactic New Year. So it's not going by our actual calendar, the way we think of New Year, but this is new beginnings. And I'm just going to mention Emy and myself, we both have birthdays in the sign of Leo. So
Oh,
it hits
good news.
home pretty intensely, I want to say, you know, but I've noticed this each year around my birthday. Leo is a very strong energy movement. It's the sun sign, and you know, you can just feel it, you can tell. And so this time is very powerful. And so this is why we're coming together tonight, to bring about some opportunities for us.
Isn't it interesting, Laurie, that the Lion Gate is two lions and we are two lionesses?
Yes, it is interesting.
So today in this program, we will embark on a journey through the mystical energies of the Lion Gate. This is a time when the veil between the physical and the spiritual worlds is super thin right now. So this allows access to higher realms, higher levels of consciousness and cosmic wisdom also. So I want to say that the Lion's Gate portal is a spiritual gateway that has been honored and revered for many thousands of years for different, not only Egypt, also for the Mayans, ancient civilizations, and is connected, like you say, Laurie, with the star Sirius that rises in the sky. When the star Sirius rises in the sky is around July 24. And when Sirius rises in the constellation of Leo, that is the moment that we start feeling the energy of the Lion's Gate. It's true that they have that peak. They say that it's 8 days because it's a lot of eights with this portal. So the 8th of August to the 16th is the moment of higher peak of energy, but it's already, we are within the energy of the Lion's Gate. So the Earth, Sirius, and the Sun, they are aligned in the constellation of Leo. And so we receive this powerful, I would say, transformative light. And well, this is a unique opportunity that we all have. And today we're going to do a meditation for that, to harness this energy. And this is for profound personal transformation and also for a spiritual awakening, for an upgrade, we're going to say. So I always see Sirius like a star is a sun, like the sun that we have here in our solar system. But this sun that we see every day, this sun that illuminates and guides our life, is the sun of karma. Is the sign that keeps us within the dimension of time. So it's here guiding us to learn as souls in this incarnation all the karmic lessons that we have to keep evolving. But Sirius connect us with the multidimensionality, is beyond time and beyond space. That's why in the ancient cultures, Egyptians always say that Sirius is our spiritual sun. We have this sun that is the three-dimensional one, and we have Sirius as our spiritual sun. So this moment is a moment where we open up to receive all these light codes and frequencies that we're receiving right now, and open our hearts to that, right? Because this is an energy that heals our heart and align us with our true purpose, why we came here to Earth. Many people know why, but many people, most of them, they don't have any idea. They live day by day, right? But also another thing I want to say about Sirius that I think is fascinating, because it's a star and is 3 times bigger than our sun, but it's 25 times brighter. 25 times brighter and 3 times only bigger. What is that, right? For me, clearly, Sirius shine with a different kind of light. It's not the same light that we receive from the sun. It's completely different. And this is the energy that we open the doors, our hearts, of the Lion Gate. That's why we want to share what Sirius mean for all of you. And also Laurie is going to guide you in a meditation to really bring that energy deep into our hearts.
I'm just going to share a little bit. I just finished doing a webinar last week on Lemuria, and Sirius is very connected to Lemuria and Atlantis. But Sirius, I don't know if people realize there are three systems, three planets of Sirius, A, B, and C. And C has been found a little bit later than A and B. So there are different beings on these planets, and the ones that are on A, some may have connected with Sirius, the system. They may be received in our world as sort of cat-like beings. But I am very connected to Sirius B, which is a water planet. And through the codes that I work with, they actually bring information. They bring information about Egypt, about many different systems, but Sirius being one of them, because the codes were brought together by 5 different star systems. And different beings from different star systems, Sirius being one of them, and talks very much about the healing aspect of how the beings from Sirius B actually, their being, their person, their being heals. And so we have some of that in our world, but some of it not, and to be learned. And so there's so much we can learn from Sirius. And we think of them as sort of, I think like the Pleiadians are the parents. I think of Sirius as being like the grandparents to those that are kind of watching our planet system and our humanity in that, because they bring phenomenal knowledge for us to grow through. And to learn so that we can ascend. And so, so a little sidetrack, I want to talk about the numerology of 88, because that's what, this date is so important in the 8. And it's considered to be the most powerful of all the combinations, actually, because the 8 is the infinity number. And it's the energy of empowerment and supports our efforts and intentions to manifest in our material world. So, what I think, how do I want to do this? What do I want to use this time for? And I think a great opportunity is to really sit down and go back through your life, the important points in your life, and take some time to look back at what you've really learned and where you want to go, what you really want to create in your world. Because what the Sirius people or beings tell me is this is about learning how to really use and work with energy. We have this capability. We have this in our remembrance, but it needs to get switched on. And so I'm hoping that in this journey that we do this evening, that I'm going to guide, that something will come so that this can get switched on. And then, of course, we are doing a trip to Egypt November of this year, and it's gonna get switched on.
I'm so excited with this
Yeah.
journey to Egypt. It's gonna be so different. This portal is 888 also.
Mhm.
Not every year that happened,
No.
right? But if you
Correct.
put 20, the year that we are 24 together, is 8. So we have 888, and it's a great portal of light, and it's a lot of energy coming, a lot of light codes coming to us. It's an amazing time for everyone. It's not just the Leos. It's a moment of that is magnificent for manifestation. So we're gonna manifest. We're gonna manifest this journey to Egypt. I wanna say it also. I went to Egypt like 15 times. I always get another layer of knowledge every time I go. It's like another portal that open up with wisdom that I didn't know. It's amazing because when I went to Egypt the first time, I studied before a lot the mystery schools, Egyptian mystery schools. So I thought I knew a lot. And then I realized that I didn't know anything. And going to Egypt and let Egypt teach me, it was amazing. So the good news that we have a lot of sacred places that we're gonna go that not everybody goes. Very special, very, very sacred altars and places that really, it seems like we are in front of the universe. It's something amazing what happened. It's impossible to explain very well with words, but it's something unbelievable that the only way to know is to have the experience. So I gonna give you the link. I hope you wanna join us for this amazing journey that we're gonna do with Laurie, the two lions, bringing this energy of the Lion Gate. Also, I want to bring the energy of the Mayans, because the Mayans were the greatest astronomers and managed calendars like no other civilization. And the Mayans spoke about a galactic cycle of around 25,000 years. And these 25,000 years has different stages of consciousness within these different cycles. So each one of them has approximately 6,000 years. And what is fascinating that in India, they talk also about this period of 6,000 years of darkness that they call the Kali Yuga. And that's what we are experiencing today. So the Mayans say that, the Egyptians also, in India also. So right now we're kind of closing this Kali Yuga. We are closing this galactic night of the soul. And Kali Yuga, Kali is the goddess of destruction, right? And it's important to understand that we are in this planet for around 6,000 years fighting each other in a great time of darkness. And also, it's interesting to see that the dynasties in Egypt start 6,000 years ago. So they come with a time of darkness. So I do believe this ancient civilization has, I will say, more than 30,000 years. And some people say that they are extraterrestrials. And I will say, yeah, they are. That's who they are. So, right. Yeah, and this, what happened in these 6,000 years of darkness? What happened to consciousness? Corruption, lack of values, lack of empathy. So people doesn't follow the principles of Dharma. They don't respect each other. And spirituality basically doesn't exist. That's why religions come up, because you don't know. You're looking for. You have to search. You need someone out there to tell you what to do. And you have to believe what somebody tell you instead of knowing. Mm-hmm. So the time of knowing finish and start the time of believing in the type of darkness. It's the dark age, it's an age of survival where the ego is the main character of the movie. So it's a lot of lies, manipulation, selfishness, and the saddest part of this that creates the foundation of society. That's why the whole world is in crisis right now. And that's why it's conflicts, it's war, it's violence. So, but also the scriptures is telling us that the light is coming back, because after a great period of darkness, they come the new dawn, and that's the new age that we all are talking, the age of Aquarius, the dark night of the soul already passed, and now we are in an opening to a multidimensional galactic understanding that I will say 30 years ago, you talk about this and they will say, what happened with this person? They should go to a psychiatric hospital. And right now we can talk about frequencies, we can talk about consciousness, about light codes, and most of the people understand us, right? They do understand. I hope so.
Well, some anyway. I don't know if most, but many people are coming into it. Yeah.
Many.
Yeah.
So another thing in this, I will say, end of the time of darkness is an increasing of loneliness. Even if it's more population, people is getting lonely. And the tribe, the dance around the fire, is what keep us healthy and happy, and we lost that. I think we have to recuperate the tribe consciousness, the galactic tribe consciousness, and so many things we lost. And the interesting thing that many of us has the memories, like we remember things like a time of light, that we love each other, that we are connected, that we know where we go. It's like our hearts knows the answers. So in the Kali Yuga, they say that always finish with a great destruction. Everything get destroyed in Kali Yuga. But also is like a seed of a new civilization that comes. And I do believe that all the work that Laurie is doing, I am doing, and many of you are doing too, we are that seed of this new civilization, this civilization of high energy, of spiritual values, and also to be open to the amazing wisdom of the stars that was always there, but we have the veil that was preventing us to see. And all these ancient civilizations, we were talking about the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Mayans, of course, many other cultures from the American continent, right? The Incas, the Hopis, the Navajos, they knew, and they all pointed to Sirius. They all pointed to Sirius as a source of light and spiritual knowledge. So it's so important, this. And it's so good news that we are at the end of this long time of darkness. We are at the end.
It's the time of illuminating the truth of our timeless souls. And that's what our journey is going to be about tonight as well. But, you know, the ancients, they knew, they tuned into the star Sirius, right? They believed that it was a gateway to heaven and higher wisdom and information, because it is. And the light that they transmit and bring forward for us, even if you're not connected to it or you cannot feel it, still know that it's empowering you. Because I don't know about you, but I can go back 4 years now and look at what things were like before we went through our dark time of COVID, that transitioning time. And now that have moved through and coming into this new, you can see how many people have come awakened during this time. I know, because I speak, I travel all over the US and outside doing lectures and such, and I speak to people. I hear what they're saying when they say, I'm just waking up and I don't even know what this is, you know, this is awesome. So you know this is happening, and it's not anything you're even doing. It's just waking you, that which is already in you. It's not something has to be given to you. This exists within. It's just like turning that switch on. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you're coming into it. We haven't even come into it fully. We may never come into it fully, even as we walk the
Sorry.
earth plane, you know, because we move through densities within our dimension, and densities are about how you see your reality in the world you live in. And so we have multi-densities that we're all walking through at this time. But
I
we
want
know
to say,
go ahead.
sorry, I want to say, because they are asking in the chat if they can ask questions. Yes, you can ask questions. We're happy to answer. Sorry, Laurie.
Oh, I missed that one about the twin flame. I'm just going to go back. Let's see if it's a good time. Sure. You know, if you feel, this is my answer, okay? If you really feel that this is something that you want to activate or follow through with, then this is your time, because something is speaking to you in your heart. And I think oftentimes we allow our head to speak over our heart. So follow that and allow it to bring you the wisdom that you're really searching for at this time. So let's see, I want to know how one soul is split in two and the truth about who separated them. Well, that's a whole other subject I don't really want to take the time to get into, because we're going to do a journey in a little bit. I'd be happy to talk to you about that at a separate time, because there's a lot of information in that really we could share. We could even do a whole topic one night about that too, Emy, if you'd like.
Yeah, I love all the, I really love all of this. Also, I want to say that this is very important. Sirius is also the home of the Ascended Masters,
Mhm.
the Galactic Brotherhood, the Bodhisattvas, and all the beings of light. All of that beings are radiant beings, came from Sirius, and they are guiding humanity in its spiritual evolution. And all of this information, well, the secret school from Egypt, that after thousands of years, they became the Masons, right? The Masons has the pyramid with a light coming behind the pyramid. That's Sirius. And they knew that was the home of the Ascended Masters, and they were channeling deities from Sirius, from there. When we really see that Sirius is the brightest star that is so close to us, and is our spiritual sun, wow, when we receive Sirius in our heart, we start receiving the guidance. And this is the moment to open our heart to this magical star. Someone here in the messages said Sirius is the star of east, followed by the Magis from Persia.
Mhm.
They knew that it was the beginning of the pieces.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
knew.
they
They
knew.
did.
And the
Mhm.
Magi is interesting because it comes from magicians.
Mhm.
So also I believe that the stars that they were following, these the wise guys, the wise magicians, was Sirius.
Mhm.
What guide them into the child, the holy child that was about to born. And this is symbolic. This is symbolic for our own awakening into the Christ consciousness. So Sirius is our spiritual son.
Yes.
So that's the most beautiful things, That's why it radiates a different kind of light that is not earthly. It's not an earthly light. And the Egyptians speak to us of the sons of Ra.
Mhm.
And we have to understand what Ra is, because Ra is a code. Some
Mhm.
people, of course, they didn't understand, and they thought, oh, Ra is the sun, is much more than the sun. So the sons of the light who come to earth as gods to anchor the root civilization, they came from Sirius. They were the children of Ra. So during these last 6,000 years of darkness, there has been so much confusion and misinformation. It's like all the real knowledge, you know, they burn they burn us in the fire, you know, because we spoke the real knowledge. But we know that the Egyptians, Ra it is a solar symbol, of course, it's a solar light. But Ra is much more than that. Ra it represents the primordial source of light. Ra is the unity of all creation. Ra is the unified field of energy. So it's so much that we're gonna work with this energy of Ra when we go to Egypt, and we're gonna do ceremonies within the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid of Giza, and also another chambers of another temples and pyramids that is gonna be only open for us. And we're gonna do ceremonies to activate these ancient codes. It's nothing that we are creating. This is information that we already know. We are kind of remembering right now.
I want to talk about that a minute. So the Atlanteans stored important information in the chamber at the bottom of the Sphinx. And I channeled the Sphinx, so I've worked with her many times. And although there's no chamber that, you know, that actually has really been discovered. I mean, there is, but there isn't. They haven't really gone in all the way and found it yet. And there's a reason for that. As Sirius rises and becomes as powerful as it is, it's a key to unlock this chamber. So it's in connection with the Sphinx and the information from the Atlanteans. So how that happens, so as the Sphinx tells me that and I did not know this, I had to look this up after, but when I was channeling and speaking with the Sphinx, she told me that to go in the doorway of the paw. And I kind of took a little back from it, and I said, there's a doorway in the paw. I didn't know that. But then I checked later, and there is a little something there. They haven't, like I said, gone in all the way. So whether this information that they literally speak about is held within that monolithic structure, whether it's written on the walls somehow, whether it's in a scroll or a tablet, we're not positive yet. This information has not come to light yet. Sorry for the pun, but it's coming. It's really coming, and this is what I'm hearing. But there's a reason it hasn't come yet, because we are not quite there and ready to receive it yet. And so another being that I work with is the Arcturian commander Ashtar. And this is what Ashtar tells me. He says some Egyptians teleported to the future. You know, I know it's timelines, but this is so we have this understanding, and brought back information. And these writings are on the temple walls and held in the Sphinx. But it's about unlocking this information. So whether it's actually in the structure itself, whether it's in the inscription, we're not positive exactly, but we are beginning to uncover and open up what this information is. And there's a lot more of it to be known. And I'm sure, Emmy, you know, as you've been there, what did you say, 15, 16 times, right?
Yeah, it's fascinating, really, all of this, right? And I was reading the messages, and Sonanda said, I see the Sphinx and lions in my meditation, what that is mean. I will say that the Sphinx is a lion. And in the term of darkness, well, in the time of the Kefren, was in power, he made his face in this lion. It's obvious that it's not proportionate, and these Egyptians are amazing. I say are because for me they're not dead, exist. They always exist. They're an eternal civilization. For me, the Egyptians are the galactic brotherhood. That's who they are, and that's the children of the sun. And they came to bring this knowledge through symbols because they didn't want the knowledge to be lost. So we have these amazing pyramids that is very difficult to destroy, and the Sphinx and all these fantastic temples that they're magnificent. It's so enormous. It's huge, you know? and you think why they did that so big, and it's because the knowledge cannot be destroyed, and we need to have it for this moment in time, for this end of the era of darkness, and starting to understand that we are the children of Ra, we are the children of the light, because everything is light. And we have to start from that basis that everything is light. And well, that's what is Ra. This is, I will say, electromagnetic energy that permeates the entire universe. Ooh, they know that noise. I don't know what it was. So this energy of Ra, of light, is the energy that is the base of all the forms of matter and life throughout the whole universe. So light is a manifestation of consciousness. That's what it is. And everything is consciousness, everything is light. All things, including thoughts, emotion, material objects, are vibrations of this light, of this energy that is Ra. And our physical body is also pure light, but we forget that. And this is the moment that we have to recuperate that knowledge, not to learn something new, to remember what we already know.
It's there.
Sanatana Babaji, she said, I believe that the Sphinx is the Virgo Leo. You know, it is the Virgo Leo. I am a Leo Virgo, actually. And I always identified with the Sphinx. But that has to be not because 𝗟𝘶𝗀, the pharaoh, was a virgin. It is more because the astrological aspects of the Sphinx. And I will say something more that is fantastic. At these times, in the time of the Lion's Gate, these 8 days, the Sphinx is looking straight to Syria. It's in front of the Sphinx. So that is fascinating. That's why it's the Lion's Gate portal. So when do you think that we should do the meditation?
I think so. Yes, because what I would like to do after is just open it up, a little conversation, and just see what people received, what they want to share. Maybe came something for the collective and such. So we'll see what happens. So during this guided meditation, you're going to be taken deep beneath the Sphinx, and where you'll receive downloads of ancient knowledge, light codes, symbols, and it's going to be your own inner journey to raise your vibration. And so I want you to make a note of what you're given and what's significant and relevant for you in your time right now and upcoming. And that when energy comes and it speaks, it's not without purpose. It's not haphazard. There is nothing in our entire existence that is ever haphazard. Everything has a meaning and a purpose. It's a matter of uncovering it and understanding it. So it's, and what my understanding is, they tell me, all the different beings I work with, they say, it's important. It's not what happens. It's what you do with it. So in other words, tonight we can receive information or a code of sorts, but it's what are you going to do with it? You're going to let it just sit there, or are you going to uncover it? Are you going to dive into it, feel it, ask it, talk to it? It's got information for you. So if you can't remember what comes to you, or you don't understand, that's okay too, because it will still have downloaded for you. So don't have any worries about that. I would also suggest that you have a piece of paper and a pen, something that you can write on real quick, even if you want to draw the symbol so you don't forget, or maybe it's a phrase, whatever it's going to be. Maybe it'll be a sound even, because sound we know is light as well, color. So we're gonna see what comes for everybody. When a code is given, it's a pattern of energy that transmits to the pattern encoded within yourself. And it wakes you when you're ready to hear it and to open to it. So, and I know this for a long time, until I'm ready, I cannot understand something. It might, I call it like I have a shelf that I put things up on my back shelf. If it's not time for me to really know about that, I just kind of put it there for a later reference. And the information in the Sphinx are patterns that emit frequencies that really isn't understood yet. So people are being prepared to receive and act on it. And there's, like I said, a doorway below the paw, and this will open, and when we're ready to gain this access, to access this information. So
So
get comfortable.
you want me to put some music in the background or something like that?
No,
No,
I think it's good, whatever's going on. We want it real light.
we have
Real
a light music.
Yeah, I don't want people to focus on that. But when I do soul regression, I have no music, because sometimes we hear music. Sometimes, we don't know what's going
Right.
to happen. So we just want to have as much peace and quiet as we can, so all of our senses can become heightened and aware. So I want everybody to get really comfortable. Whether you're sitting, lean back, let your body wiggle into your chair. If you're lying down, just get your muscles, wiggle them a little bit, just to relax them into, because we're going on a journey. So I want you to be in a comfortable position right now, and your arms and hands resting comfortably, whether they be on your belly or on the side of your body, and allow your body to relax. Just relax and just breathe in and out. And if you're a person that has a little trouble going in, just follow your breath. What I tell people is that I want you to pretend that you have a shelf, tiny little shelf. And as you breathe in the air, as you let out, on the shelf, there's a little dust. And so that you don't disturb it, just breathe in and watch your breath leave. And exhale very comfortably and calmly. The earth beneath your feet, beneath your body, she sends the warmth of her energy up through the soles of your feet and pours into your legs and into your torso and into your arms and hands and into your neck and your head. And Mother Earth, she fills you with the warmth of her energy. Above you, as you can see or feel, a bright disk of light, a golden yellow light, vibrant like the sun. and it flows into your head and your shoulders. And allow it to move. Allow yourself to feel that. And moving down into your arms and your hands, flooding your body and your legs and your feet. Coming out of your feet into the earth, flowing around you. And now I'm going to speak a code, a numerical code, 479-102-48793. And now, letting go, 472-206-894-321. We are creating a different frequency and raising the vibration. And in front of you is a golden triangular door. You can see it. It has a special handle. So wait till it becomes very visible for you. And then take the handle and open the door and step in. And as you step in, you're stepping into a desert scene. And now you can see that you're between her paws, the paws of the Sphinx. And there is an entranceway that leads to empty caverns and tunnels. Walk through this entrance and enter into a dark tunnel. And just inside the entrance is a flaming torch. So take the torch and walk along the tunnel, taking you deeper and deeper down into the earth of the Sphinx. And beneath the Sphinx, going deeper and deeper down, knowing you are completely safe and wrapped in this loving energy of this beautiful monolith who is here to guide you. And you enter a large chamber lit by candles, pointing the way in. Stop a moment and just say to yourself, I ask for the truth to reach in deep and illuminate. As you speak this vibration connects to the Sphinx as she is your guidance. And now you begin to notice that the walls of the Sphinx are lit green, emanating from the ground upward. It's a gentle green and highlighting the walls. And on the walls are symbols. And these symbols begin to illuminate more vividly. And now feel this green light and these symbols as they pour into your third eye and share the wisdom that you are desiring to know. And notice what happens to your body and how it makes you feel. And now there's one symbol that begins to glow with a flame, a light flame around it. It speaks directly to you and your third eye as it brings much wisdom for you. Before we leave, be sure to give thanks to the Sphinx and to the information and those that have put this information there so that those of us now may receive this information for enlightenment, for ascension, for our journey. And now the triangular door reappears in front of you. And when it does, open it and step through it back to where you began this meditation. Return to your body, wiggling your toes and your feet and hands, and feel your body returning to reality. Feel the energy in your torso, in your head, and in your heart and lungs. And open your eyes and feel the roots stretching from your feet, stretching down to Mother Earth. And feel yourself here and now. And so coming back and feeling yourself fully present, maybe we have someone that would like to share what they experienced, what they saw or felt. Yes, it's a short journey. It is. I would love for it to have been longer, but we're trying to time-wise keep it in a good time for everyone.
Right. Beautiful. I see a lot of messages.
maybe the music a little bit, yeah. But you can do this again. Now that you've experienced this and you've connected, you now have this pathway that's opened up and this relationship. That's the way I think of it. It's like meeting a new person, you know? And I remember the first time I met the Sphinx and she came to me. She just came to me in a meditation and said that she wanted to connect and that she had much information for me and that I was going to visit her someday. This was some years ago. And I was so excited because it was like finding a new friend. So, you know, build this relationship. Someone saying, Aileen saying, I feel like I was quickly transported to below the Sphinx. Yeah, yeah, the doorway in. Yeah. What else have we got here? Some Judy saying, we thank the beings who left. Oh, okay, you're going too fast. Hang on. Where were we? We thank the beings who left the information for us. I realized that we are the ones who left the information. We are coming home. We are coming home. And anyone who, and I'm certain you feel like this, Emy, that anyone who really is here tonight must have a connection to Egypt, a time in that timeline for certain, whether it be before or after the dynasty, right? But at some time. And there's a lot to be learned in that. So, yeah.
Here Gladys said, I hear the music and see like a 3 generations. Wow, interesting.
Yes. Yes. Who is this saying? Oh, she's saying, got back up again. She said, I saw, okay, who is this? Brandon. Look. I saw a slightly pale and unique looking but beautiful redhead that I somehow knew. She smiled at me like I met her before. And then I realized it was Mary Magdalene. And after that, the door out appeared, but I know I got what I needed. Oh, beautiful. It's so interesting that you say that, Brandon, because for me, Mary and I channel Mary. She comes often enough. She brings her wisdom. I actually channel a group of goddesses, she being one, Isis is another in the group, that all with their own personality and information to share, but the collective is some of the most powerful energy. And Mary, she comes to bring that feminine, and it's just no accident that she shows up in the female Sphinx as well. They are, you know, I like to put the Sphinx, and I'm probably maybe the only one that does this, but this is just the way I see it. I put the Sphinx in this collection of goddesses that I work with. They like go together for me. I can't separate them. She is a part of it, you know? And I thought, well, she's a monolith. Yes, she's a spirit different than these people were, but still it feels right to have her with that.
They're
So,
living beings. They're living beings all the time.
yes,
These things, the pyramids, living
yes.
beings. We're just at the end of the program. I'm so happy that we did this. So happy to connect with all of you. So I really love to read all the messages that you sent. It's beautiful, beautiful the experience that you have. We have it. We're gonna read it. And remember, Sirius is a cosmic portal. It's like a bridge that channels cosmic energy to Earth. And this produces an activation of consciousness in the spiritual DNA, right? So this is magical that we get together today in this, I would say, beginning of this portal, and well, enjoy all these weeks ahead, because it's gonna be really powerful. A lot of things is gonna come up for healing. So if you are having some kind of emotional distress, it's because you are healing and because something new is coming. So the old is kind of fighting to stay there. So it's a great time of transformation. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna link
Thank
again the link. So I hope you want to do this secret journey with us. It's gonna be completely unique and different. Bringing these two lions together, right?
Yes.
And it's gonna be fantastic.
Yes, we hope if you have in your heart this feeling, this pull, this draw calling you, this is going to be the most amazing experience to stand and hear what they have to say, the information that they want to share with you. Your life will never be the same again. I guarantee that. It will be life altering for you. This is going to be a magnificent journey through Egypt. So if you can be with us, we would love to have you. We have some room yet. So if you are interested, please think about it. Please open your heart because it's calling to you.
Yeah, Ronnie say thank you for everyone for being here. Feels like a ring of light all around us. Exactly. And with that ring of light, we're gonna go to Egypt also because we create that field of light that is pure love. That's what it is. And this is what opened us to higher levels of vibration. Everything that is goodness and love and connection is high vibration, and the opposite is, well, low vibration.
Yeah.
And really, we are at the end of this dark cycle, and we're all happy that is the ending, and finally we're coming again to our true self to remember who we are.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So before we go, there's still a couple more. We'll take just a couple seconds. Sananda says, I saw the pi symbol also. What does that mean? It's the universal symbol. Universe, it throughout. I hear this from many of the beings. They speak, it's the construct of the universe, actually. So good for you. But I'm not going to tell you everything about the pi symbol. It is for you to open to that energy of what does it speak to you about right now. It has a message for you. So reconnect with it, see it in your meditation, call upon it, ask what does it want to share with you. Obviously, it has something to do with a foundation for you. So ask. And I know I had a few people asking. My website is wellnesswithin.net. You can find me, reach me through my website.
And also for the sacred journeys, you can go to sacredlandtravels.com, sacredlandtravels.com, and there you're gonna find the Egypt sacred journey. Thank you so much. Thank you also to Sanatana, who was with us, bringing her light and love, and I can feel it from here. The website again is sacred. I'm gonna write it down if they let me do that.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I send the link. Sacred Land Travels to Egypt and the and wellness. What is yours?
It's wellnesswithin.net, and you can find me. My name is Laurie Wheeler. You can also find me on my Roku channel through Conscious Awakening Network and YouTube as well. There's information there. You'll find me. I'm easy to find. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Laurie, and thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Emy. Beautiful. Thank you for hosting this with us.
Bye bye.
Bye.